What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Hapchrome, and this is the Radiomaster GX12, and it is their newest and probably their most advanced radio. There's a lot of really cool things happening with this not so large remote, and this is my new favorite radio, and probably not for the reason that you think. I want to tell you a little bit about it, but I want to walk you through two things that I think you should probably do with your radio. One is this. Tell your switches to tell you what they're doing. And I also want to show you how to put the throttle on a dial. So as I dial this throttle down or up, I can increase how much power my drone has. I found that really useful. I don't fly a lot of big quads, but I do fly indoors. And when I go to a larger drone inside, sometimes I want to tone that throttle down. I also teach kids how to fly. I run a drone club, and that can be a really useful tool. Anyway, so let's learn a little bit about this GX12. Okay, so right off the bat, this is a dual band Gemini capable double dual watt transmitter, right? That's pretty awesome. So you can do Express LRS 900 or 2.4 gig. Well, what does that mean? It just means this gives you the best of both long-range systems out there for Express LRS. Which is really cool, right? I already think Express LRS is pretty darn awesome. And now you can use their Gemini system, which just gives you the best fidelity of signal. But this works without Gemini receivers. You can do standard Express LRS on here, either 2.4 or 900. So basically this will work with any kind of Express LRS receiver you might have. I already showed you these folding antennas, which is really cool, but that's not my favorite folding thing on here. It's actually these sticks. They just pull out and then they twist over so that you can store these without worrying about them breaking. That's really pretty cool. These are fully CNC'd aluminum gimbals, and they're digital gimbals, 1000 hertz digital gimbals. I mean, they're really nice. I can't say that I really am a gimbal snob, but I know that they're good. They're not going to make me fly better. They're not going to make you fly better, I don't think, unless using some really old janky radio with tons of deadband, but they're good. Now, these switch panels up at the top are removable and customizable. So they actually send you a couple of different options, right? So I can basically pop this top off and change the switches. Do I want a metal momentary switch? Do I want a metal 2-position switch? I just kind of put in the switches that I want and exchange them for the ones that I don't. And I like that. I think that's a really good idea. But I think they missed a really good opportunity to make this thing even better. I love the pocket, right? These switches, you can't break them. I love these rocker switches. I wish I had the option of putting one of them in here. Maybe I could. These are just momentary buttons. I wish they could be 2-position switch buttons. I would actually just do that. 2 or 3 position switch buttons in all these holes would be great. Maybe that'll be something they come up with in the future. That'd be awesome. These buttons here, this SA and SD, are the same. Right now, they're just momentary. I was told that once this releases, they're going to release firmware that makes this a 2 or 3 position switch if you want. So lots going on. We've got these switches down here. I like how they change color. I believe these will do the same when they get that fully updated. You may have noticed that we've got a full OLED screen up here. That's really nice. Like that's a really good looking screen, white on black. So just really sharp, really clear, definitely an upgrade from the old screen. It has built-in storage, 512 megs. That's more than enough, so you don't have to worry about SD cards anymore. That's cool. It has one USB port for both charging and flying on a sim, and it's on the top. That's where I want it. They say that it's got serious cooling power. I haven't tested this on a hot day. It's like cold. I live outside of Chicago. It's really cold where I am, so I haven't been able to test that out yet. And they have nano coating on the PCB board, so that's cool. But what I want to do is I want to show you how to make your switches talk, right? So that tells me when it's armed. I'll show you how to make it say disarmed. I also am going to put this throttle cut on a switch 2, so we'll make it say throttle cut, and then we'll put that throttle on a dial. So let's learn how to do that. All right, so I'm going to walk through how to do a throttle cut first. So we're going to go to Model, I'm going to choose my FPV drone. Now, this is model specific. So if I want to do it on all my models, just set one and then copy it. All right, so I'm going to page until I get to where it says mixer, right? Mixes, right? And I'm going to scroll down to the throttle, long press here, insert after, and my source here, I'm going to scroll down to source. I'm going to make it this dial right here, this pot one. Then I'm going to scroll down to weight, and I'm going to make the weight 25. And then my offset, I'm going to make it 75. Then I'm going to put it on a switch. So I'm going to put it on my SE switch when it's in the middle, right? So let's do that. Then I'm going to go to my multiplex. I'm going to change it from add to multiply. Now I'm going to return out. And I'm going to do it again. Insert after. Source again. Make that same one. Weight here is going to be 25. 25 and minus 25. Now, I've seen a few different tutorials. People do this different ways. This is not the same way that Joshua Bardwell did his, but that's okay. We don't all have to be the same. Switch here. Again, make it that same switch right in the middle. Right, this is my this is the switch that I use for turtle mode, right? So it's all the way down for turtle mode. I put it here for throttle cut. And then I'm going to leave the multiplex to add return. All right, so let's just show you. You can see my throttle is at 100. It goes from 100 to minus 100. Now when I put that throttle cut switch on, right, it only goes to roughly 50 when it's halfway up. If I turn it all the way to 100, right here, I can, it works normal, right? Let's say I want to dial it back to say 80 or 70 or 60. If I have a super powerful drone, right, I can just kind of set it how I want. And boom, that's a thing of beauty. And then if I don't want to bother with that, right, I just turn the switch off and now that dial doesn't do a thing. So that's cool. Now, another thing that's really cool, if you've done that, it's nice to make it say throttle cut, just like I did this, armed, right? I can show you how to do that. So again, I'm gonna go model, I'm gonna do page, except this time, I'm gonna go until I see special functions. And you can see I already have one special function. So for this SF switch, I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this say disarmed, right? So I do SF up, and then I'm gonna say play track. And I want it to be, it's alphabetical, so we'll go to D. Disarm. And then I'm gonna check that box. So now, disarmed. All right, cool. Now I also want to do the throttle cut, right? So I want to say throttle cut when it's in the middle here. So let's do that. Play track. Now I'm going to go down to throttle. There's lots of different things you can make it say. I have some that say, you know, acro, angle mode. You just kind of have to be consistent in how you set your drones up or how you set up your radios and your drones, right? They have to be consistent. Throttle cut, there it is. Throttle cut. So now, throttle cut. Throttle cut. All right, so throttle cut is in the middle. So that'll remind me that it's a throttle cut, right? So you can set up all sorts of different switches. Disarmed. Throttle cut. And this is awesome. So big fan. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I got lots of content on both FPV drones as well as photography drones, plus a handful of other fun electronic stuff. If you're looking to become a certified Part 107 pilot, I have tutorials and things on how to do that. I also have a few more videos and things for our Patreons. If you're interested in supporting the channel, that's a great way to do that. Yes, I do have affiliate links to this, plus other Radiomaster products. That's just a way that you can help support the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing, but gives me a little commission if you buy something using one of those links. And oftentimes, they'll send me a code, like a coupon code. If they do, I'll throw that in the video description as well. Hey, thanks for watching. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.